Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
So it's an underground warehouse.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that. From what I've been told, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside. If we don't open this door, we can move no closer. You needn't worry. Both of us. Buried in debris. I can't see it. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in.
That was too...
All we can do, two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. Yes, let's quiet your mind. From this point, the main source of the Tatarigami...
Whoa! Look at all those silly churls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look. It's... By the looks of... well... According to this letter, Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse, and
So...
he was not whatever traces there may have been of... Yes, if Amino...
Right! So let's get moving!
I wouldn't be for a practitioner. All the clues... I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only...
Wait!
I believe so. On with the search.
We're way behind schedule.
Why here?
I'm not sure. Show yourself!
Kaede Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! What's your problem?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. But what if instead of facing Amenoma Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Now that you mention it... Whoa, whoa!
Tatarigami at the blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, or rather, as a means to occupy.
You're sharp many as a descent.
I presume it has some...
Indeed, he was a and sure enough, in the end. He achieved what he had set out to do. He not only bestowed upon in her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most...
So...
The people of the time in which I was born, after the death of I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade, and prove my power.
So Amenoma Yuya was... Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them when they got tired, or injured, or unusable? I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them...
You're...
After I returned at long last. Kaede now.
Time to go. One with nature.
Adventure time!
The wind knows me.
Cascade. Me.
No, I can fix this!
Do not stand.
Your bluff!
Lost. Even if you defeat me here, the one who... He is but a puppet that can be... The end result is the same! I will end this wretch's life before you... And even if I were to lose my physical form, by any means necessary, and any...
Your fighting style. It isn't, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance.
Really?
As I've mentioned, since the blade is... If you ask me...
Are you trying to claim... On his deathbed, he passed in that regard.
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not... Now that I've seen inside your mind... After all the time...
Oh, that's right!
Only when Mr. Nagato... Well, that brings me to... You were determined to... I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth, but the way I see it...
What would you know about any of this?
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled, even if you were to sever that divine light. Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this light, how could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin?
Silence, you blood. I must achieve my goal. This was... I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my...
And you should...
Easy for you to say. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not... It is pointless to argue further. Descendant of the Kaedahara clan.
How stubbornly you stick to... I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state.
What? Surely you're not planning...
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to... Once we have dealt with them, we shall...
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose...
Don't do this, Kazuha!
This is the only way to save Amenoma. The cursed blade struck the power of the Tatarigami.
What?
Even if things take a turn for... We have a chance here to save an innocent victim.
Your disdain for me betrays your woef now.
Kazuha?
I felt a little dizzy at first, but it's all right. So far, this was as I will.
What should we do next? Have
we find some enemy. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and if he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he hasn't.
Wait a minute! Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been... What about...
The blade says he'll let up.
Are we sure that... Okay, fine.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
It's my lucky day. There's more! Let's get down to business.
Time to go. Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
How are you feeling?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, though he's making every effort to persevere, I do...
Something else?
Let's keep going.
It's my lucky
The
day.
wind knows. Into the wind.
Very high. Very lucky day.
The wind knows.
My blade!
As one with wind and cloud.
Whoa! Something's up with...
I can sense he cannot hold out.
But...
I will be careful. He's...
I'm ready.
Wind strike.
Are you okay?
Yes,
The Shin's grown a
Perhaps this
true form? What are you talking about? Is this the same blade as before? It looks...
If you choose to maybe you did true. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition. I finally figured you wanted to, but regrettably, the only one who...
There they are! Take them down!
Where do they keep... Yup! We...
Don't worry. It's just...
Let's get out of nature's. To the very floor. Finally.
You fought way better with...
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly, no one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. I thought that if I could achieve each...
But in this too...
Indeed, too much time has... Yours.
Actually, forging this blade, skill. There is something else to Tarigami, though you tried to... I resisted. I feel a great... The moment you have known.
He gave... How could I said to...
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause for... When I touched a bladesmith, a newly forged blade label.
Wow.
Indeed, he spent the rest. He felt in, so he instruct all he wanted.
So, but... Have...
Right. This blade... Yes, time would not... He seems to have...
I once told the darkness. Not only did I...
You are finally seeing...
Since we... But I still... So...
Hey!
It has to be done. My physical...
His attitude... What do you think, Kazuha?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. Alas, nor at my fights. You.
Oh,
I will release... You must have...
understood.
I see. I utterly did. If a duel can... I do not wish...
There's no...
Thanks for your help.
All right, then let's move. More Ronin could have... In any case...
We're way behind schedule.
This reminds Paimon a bit of a... Yep. We still... Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. Successor.
Successor of...
Honored to...
It is my...
The wind knows me. Time to go. Wind Strider. Time to go.
Thank you. Although he... A sense of...
You also fought well. There are a few
I must apologize.
You need not... It is too late.
I do not wish for... I straight... I beseech...
Yes.
Thank you.
This blade has also told me that maybe we can go back there to get...
What?
I'm not sure.
We're way behind.
I am sorry to it.
A prize? But I have some good...
Really?
Yes. Badly... And now that...
I think I know.
What's wrong, Kazuha?
Yes. He said he wants to take
What?
He tells me that I have decided. Thank you. Okay. I am ready. Let us.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything. You mean.
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
So, that's why he said it had to be done. His consciousness will disappear forever after...
Kagotsurube Ishin. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded.
Seems like he really...
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to... Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes. I understand. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something in your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me after everything I've seen. Perhaps the...
Oh,
I will continue to support you from this point on.
wait! Shouldn't we also...
Oh, you're right. And it's also time to give...
Daddy's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
You've returned. The Tenryou Commission is already.
Wow, you
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade. By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. And so, it looks like I will likely continue. The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or.
Great.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
You must have a whole bunch of questions after our last conversation with Nahida. Paimon was ready to ask her a million more questions, but didn't want to seem too pushy. Like, about these descenders. So, does that just mean people like you who come traveling to Teyvat from someplace else? And as for your sister... Whew, so many questions.
Let's go find some treasure! Everybody stand!
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Eat this!
I can fix this. My contract goes unfulfilled.
The depths beckon. Be still.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Rex Lapis, I am sorry.
Be still. Don't worry.
Denied.
Cascade. Kamisato Art. Suiyu.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Be still.
We're way behind schedule.
The back and forth has got me so messed up. Don't ignore the signs we've had enough of the whole damn thing.
Mind the
Got
deluge.
going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out.
Born of... Didn't see that coming. Next on the agenda.
Find a way. Find a way out. Find a way, find a way out. What's all this for? It's got me turned around, but I can't ignore the feelings that I found in this whole damn thing that we got going. You hold the strings without me knowing. Why do I have to suffer through the thinking? Why do I have the feeling that we're sinking? I need to find a way. Find a way. Find a way. Find a way out. Find a way out.
Let's light it up!
Nova, get them!
Access denied.
Where are you?
Nice and spicy.
Gone! Where are you?
No touching. We're way behind schedule.
I'm surprised we have kids.
Next on the agenda.
Where are you?
Nice and spicy.
Gone! No mercy! Winter shall the adventure come.
Writers, write what they know. Liars, write what they wanna show. Singers, sing what they told. But I know you got something else to say. A secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like tongue tight, you on the run. Tribal dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are. Summer floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are. You got letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dots, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You got a no touching sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're blocking the exit with your life. Addicted to light, center, always in the limelight. Show ya a real good time. Oh, I know you got something else for me. A secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like tongue tight, you on the run. Travel, dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are.
Let's go find some treasure.
Floating over my heart. We're both dancing over the dark side. I don't know who you are, you are, you are, you are. You got letters sprinkled all over your body. If I join up the dots, it makes me feel naughty. I feel like I shouldn't touch. You got a no touching sign. I feel like I shouldn't run. You're blocking the exit with your life.
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
I'm the frying pan.
Born of ice and frost.
Where are you? Out of my sight.
Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen? behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
Teamwork is real!
Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Nope. Next on the agenda. Did I miscalculate? Didn't see that.
Mind the deluge. Cascade.
Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. This is the
Feeling like I'm back, man, fighting like my last chance. This Gotham City, you could go and call me Batman. I roam the night, saving hoes that are enemy. Louis belt them out, could pay a couple your utility. You see what time it is? It's time to buy the wall. Cause these fine ass girls keep from my fall. And these local ass ratchets, she's gotta have it. I'm calling rappers ass bouncing, all these carrots.
Be still.
Let's light it up!
nice and spicy.
No touching. Perhaps whoever left this behind was also fulfilling the contract.
Fighting like my last chance. This Gotham City, you could go
Whipping hard, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a goddamn mess. Whole place, more tests. More blessed. Don't you dare try to find my best.
Out of the frying pan, into
Access denied. No touching.
Boba, get them.
Off we go! Her Majesty's power flows
Nice
through
and
me!
spicy.
Winter shall eventually come. one's joined me.
Should we really be off work this early?
Blinded by the light ahead, thought about just what you said. Connecting lives is what you planned. After all, let's take a chance. Turning doubts into diamonds, turning love into guidance. Second chance, let us commence. That's what I left. The life I see. What's left in me?
Come on, serious suggestion.
Well, if it...
Yeah, I want to write.
Yes, you came to...
Did one of them just mention Tatar? Is it just Paimon or is it kinda unusual for some... Great! Let's go find...
All right, I guess I'll go with my. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Oh, you're...
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, this is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired companion. I couldn't believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I...
Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our socials... Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places.
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we...
I see. My teacher chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about...
hold on, Sawada. Don't you...
Well, fair point.
Let me give you... But in the end, apart from the...
That's right.
So first...
Yes, my...
Stop,
This part's it just so... Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Wait, so there are two missing people in the story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin Arts and so on?
Wow, yes, you really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art. Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall. I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents, for they are about to be blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabuki Mono was not a human, but a puppet.
A puppet?
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
No! Lyman just meant, how creepy! The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Oh, and please read. Sawada will. Oh!
Wait! You don't have to just make stuff up!
Akaba, besides.
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess.
We have some other stuff.
All right, thank you. If.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about. Okay, then even if we did know something about it, after all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is, if you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are Hey, did you see that? He literally just went by, over there. It looked like the Balladeer! No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see. Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the Balladeer strolling around. Did he escape or... Hey! What are you doing in this thing? I know you must have a lot of questions. It was my idea to set the Balladeer free. We made a deal. And he... A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't...
Don't flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there...
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. But Paimon's worried worried about you, Nahida.
It's not every day you see people questioning the god of wisdom's judgment.
Don't you dare try to...
As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the
Well, I, for one, have no reason to doubt you. Considering you even struck a deal with...
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. The Balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. Plus, he's a former Harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck.
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean...
I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back.
Sometimes it's you using them, other times So as long as you have some value to offer... Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my...
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings. And you said you need protection. So...
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear. Don't you? And they're...
Yeah, obviously!
Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right. Then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Nahida, are you...
Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. Yes. As I told you once before.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you.
You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twins' details in the It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since he was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when the amount of so I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any...
Exactly! Or what if...
I understand. But sometimes, how things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as if this deal with the Balladeer can give you, it's my pleasure.
Paimon's still worried about this idea.
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up. In fact, I was going to ask, even though, of course, I'll be there to help guide you. Great. Prepare yourself.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company.
Shut your beak, jailbird!
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing...
Sounds like a successful... I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul unlike anywhere else. Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides. But it is essential that...
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are, per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your... If there are no... Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy! It's unbearable!
We can start now.
Irminsul
Is this a small sapling? Look! Darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him! Wow! So thick! Ooh.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Teyvat. Every bit of information, pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to...
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now...
Can you still sense for the heart of Irminsul?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted.
Let's go. Stay close.
Hey, so...
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
It looks the same in every direction. No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth. Is he mocking me again? What is it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little? We're here.
What a heat!
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it.
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents.
The Balladeer's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he...
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once,
We traveler, Paimon. Yes, I've also invited Paimon to join.
huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends.
Paimon's never tried this before, so Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to...
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me. Perhaps today will be the day that he finds some... Well done. Smart and attentive as always. So, you made contact with that part of his mind.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out...
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet,
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking...
If you mean the mysterious events, the kaboom...
Really? Because from what...
Oh? How interesting.
So the Genshin got it right?
Well, they guessed right about one thing. Tatara Suna was sabotaged.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen.
What makes you...
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of... Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
So...
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Irminsul at all.
Wait! How did you know about that? Didn't Nahida tell you?
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you. Right now, we have to keep the peace. I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself, and making cordial conversation is something I can manage. Huh?
This light, it looks similar to those saplings.
Anonymous data.
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it. Shh.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so?
Whoa!
I have been in Tatara Suna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality under your leadership. Tatara Suna is a warm, welcoming. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a skills, blood, dreams.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma, you allowed Akame to take all the even now. You remain one of Tatara Suna's key consultants.
You flatter me. From the
So you say, Escher.
My good sir.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting you? And recently, none of the people who went out to get help have come back. But that doesn't faze you.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be...
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one...
After all, Why, Miss...
Enough! I'm here because I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look...
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever you... I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this.
You...
I thought I'd disguise myself exceptionally well. At least for the first few days. It's a long journey. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Whoever you're working...
It's no trouble if you must know. Just to create...
That's it.
Look how even the righteous... So my device, it is easier for a person... Make no mistake.
If you give my heart, he has nothing to prove to anyone.
What a beautiful way to see the... Think of me as a monster. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what happens. Will your puppet friend become Mr. Niwa? Jester, I have completed the task. I'd like to...
Hey!
Dottore. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he? But why did we...
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his...
Maybe so.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. You know very well what that means.
Let's give him some space. He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be any...
I need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatara Suna incident.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural, so now you have the complete picture. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did, of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's... After the events you just saw in that memory, the load was far... The mechanic ants, the mechanic... The balladeer was stuck. He thought Niwa had...
Holy mo...
Yes.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend. It won't. I'll keep my...
Hey, are you investigating the stuff?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world...
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end...
Huh?
The reason why there are records about your sister in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was her first destination when she... Plus, she only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens
The Jester told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria, and lived with your sister. I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to believe me. Did you get all that, Lesser Lord?
Yes.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was a...
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for my... Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain... I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to give me your hand. Can you hear my voice inside your head? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, all I can do... So tell me, in this world, is it possible to... Done.
Huh? What the?
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right.
Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared! Come... Oh no!
Oh,
Nihida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now?
It was the Balladeer's fault! He shut you out?
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he...
Where the heck did he go? It's all our fault.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, we're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul. This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged. I'm sorry.
An emergency?
Don't worry.
Her voice has gone. Paimon can't shake the He wants to change the past? But surely that's right. You can't just rewrite hit. It's like, imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even, Sorry, Paimon accidentally, but erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? God, there's no way you... There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should... Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so warm, so... How about... Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Andrean chip... Oh! Also, Adeptus Tem... Paimon was, talking? Huh. Is that a... What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon... So, the balladeer. Is that someone... Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Find my Paimon, but... Is everything okay?
We're way behind schedule.
You're toast!
Born of ice and frost. We're way behind schedule.
I wanna know your dark side. I wanna know your secrets. I wanna be your lifeline. So I wait for you, wait for me. Wait for you, wait for me. Tell me you're more than just a highlight. Pretty picture.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. Access denied. Next on the edge. No touching. Next on the agenda.
denied. We're way behind schedule. No touching. Next on the agenda. It is something of a luxury, but I love listening to the rain from the courtyard.
Everybody stand back!
Access denied. Next on the agenda.
The depth back! Cascade!
Yeah! I can fix this! We're way behind schedule. But I love listening. From the courtyard. Come on! Focus! Oh, the sun's out. When did that happen? It's so nice to de-stress.